Hello everyone, we are still in Italy, but we start now the episode number 4 of our podcast DigiYouth. Professor Emanuela Ferreri, anthropologist and researcher, is giving us a very interesting and new point of view from the anthropological side about how AI is changing especially the life of young people. Enjoy listening to it.
Thank you, everybody, and welcome, everybody. My name is Emanuela Ferreri. I am a researcher and a teacher in anthropology and sociology matters at University of Roma La Sapienza and many other academies. I am also an independent researcher. So I would like to speak with you about a general topic, the anthropological aspects of the presence of artificial intelligence in our daily life, and in particular in the life of young people. And from my point of view, there are two important elements or content. They are closely interconnected inside these topics. First, we need to consider that the relationships between technology and scientific knowledge should be understood today as the continuation of social relationships, continuation of the social bonds, by other means, of course. We must understand that the problem of technological tools and the reliable knowledge needed to use them is a three-phased problem: politics, society, and culture. And politics, society, and culture for all and for all people, of all and for all. All, we can say, for people. So, secondly, about artificial intelligence, I prefer to talk about machine learning and deep learning rather than artificial intelligence. And this for the following reason: because we must never forget, both the young and the old, the younger and the elder, that we are talking about ever new applications of scientific knowledge and much older tools, older knowledges. For example, I suggest the case of the production and the global distribution of video games since from 1996 today. And in this case, we can see this case can help us better understand both the history of technology and history of scientific knowledges, and the economics and trade of the technology industry. Because all of this happens in the daily life of our society, and we talk about it because we have a culture, we have a worldview, and we have many different languages and experiences to communicate and share knowledge and experiences too. So sharing society. So we can choose to drive in question about these general topics. The first is, did humans need AI and why? And a second question, really, why is everyone going crazy for artificial intelligence? Okay, of course, I say yes. And it's true, everyone going crazy for this, because certainly human beings who are naturally political and social animals, and human beings need technology and need the knowledge to use it. So we need these new tools and these very impressive and huge landscape of knowledges But this is an inescapable need, and is cultural, social, and political again. So here, in these three important phases of the matter, here begins also the possible answer to the questions. Because first of all, we must understand that the digital divide, the incredible social problem that we name it, digital divide, means today different things in every society and every culture. So, speaking of young people, we must not passively accept that the digital divide becomes an insurmountable boundary, a strong boundary between rich and poor, between one culture and another, between unequal living conditions. No, digital divide is a different matter, and is a different opportunity and different risks today. So we can understand that it is not an unfair war between young and old, between nerds and nets, between different people and countries. It's a social, cultural, and political challenge that affects everyone in every country today in the world. And that's it, and that's what here there is the heart of the matter for an anthropologist, a sociology, and every day anthropologists and sociologists write and discuss of this matter, the new challenge that we are living. So the challenge is so intense, is so strong, that everyone is crazy about these challenges, and so about artificial intelligence. That is just the last name of the matter. I do a personal case. Personally, I'm researching and I'm writing a scientific paper on the famous video game Biohazard or Resident Evil, the first horror survival video game, very famous among people of all the ages because it's an intergenerational matter. People of different age, of different culture, of different habits know this video game. This video game is a case of studies to address these issues from an anthropological and sociological perspective. Again, in order to understand technology, a tool, a free time possibility, a game, a video game, a cultural entertainment, but it's also more than this, because the technology and the knowledge and the strength of the technology, of the knowledge inside the case of a game, a video game, very famous among people not so young or very young. So this is my suggestion. But never forget that we have social, cultural, and political matters with the new technology that are a landscape of our contemporary society today. So I thank you very much for this precious occasion to speak, to say something by my field of research and study. Thank you everybody for the attention.